between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go!
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken success. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll begin by running the option. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. David Ojabo. And they're driving, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Carter to start the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Carter once more. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That's good for a Raven first down. 15 yards there.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Jackson on first down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
The Ravens at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. He's at the 40. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
On the ready.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 44. Philadelphia really showing off the pass rush skills. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 2nd and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 30, the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
From the 30 on second down, Tua getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready, set.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go there. And he goes down. David Ojabo recorded the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn. That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right side. Really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to try and go deep again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Another run on second down with Carter. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It galloped the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on fourth and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally, I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Tua on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
They'll give to Carter here on the option. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he is going to lose yardage here. Working his way in there that time, Melvin Ingram to make the stop.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They go play action with Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. They go play action now. Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown. Mark Andrews. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. It's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa, being chased out left. And incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Tua to throw again. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
On the double.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Now Mostert off the read option. And he is going to lose yardage here. Jalen Armour-Davis getting back there to stop him for a loss.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game. The key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Let's go.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. That's Tua's running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. On 2nd down, a run with Carter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Christian Wilkins able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
No, we're cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive with a handoff to Carter. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I put the word big in capital letters here. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jackson to throw. That's a screenplay here for Carter. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now, this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Tua. He's going to let it fly. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One final try for Tagovailoa.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good.